coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and INT Bank Stadium. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go! Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Ravens nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Henry up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 30 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Daniels looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
19, Tiger, 19, stop, check out.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. In motion left comes Brown. A final shot before break. Daniels trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 63 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they can't bring him down. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
A 4-yard loss. brings up 2nd and 14 at the 27-yard line.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. That is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Go.
Now Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 43, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Come on.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, If they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's go.
Daniels going to try to sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Ready?
Handoff now to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Start.
On the give, here's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
Well, that's the play you work on each and every week. Your offense taking a knee at the end means you've won the ball game. But how about the defensive effort? A shutout, pitching a shutout, they're going to feel great about themselves.
They're going to feel really great about themselves. A big goose egg on the scoreboard. Nice job defensively.
Yeah, I say dinner on the defensive coordinator tonight.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And